YouTube, first day of the month, May 1st. Yeah, it's been a very self-reliant, moving at my own pace type of morning. I'm wearing a hat, y'all probably don't even recognize me. It's cold, look at this here. I'm born in July, I'm a summer baby. It's 51 degrees this morning. I done turned the heat back on in the house. I got my long sleeves on and my long pants on. And this just isn't my type of weather. I don't like that. There we go, that's better. Y'all can see my face better. I feel like a bobblehead or something. But anyways, we out here Friday, first day of the month, May. New month, new scoreboard, new everything. So we're gonna start it off. We're gonna go to the laundromat. We're gonna wash some clothes. And I guess I'm gonna have to do some plumbing later, which I can't stand water. That's my toilet valve in the master bedroom. It's just, I hear it running. It's been running for a couple weeks and I need to just go in there and fix it. I've replaced it a couple times already, so I know how to do it. I just can't stand messing with water. But all in all, we having a moving and grooving day. It's Friday. My American airline contract that I purchased on Monday, I just sold that. It was a good return for the price. Like I said, I paid $300 for that contract. I sold it for roughly $450. I made $150. That's a 50% return. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. It took a few days, but with that contract expiring Friday of next week, and that being a contract and it does expire, we decided to go ahead and cash that in, make that $150 profit this morning. And I'm still waiting on Ford. I'm actually trying to sell 12 Ford contracts instead of cashing it in at its current price of $11.97. I'm still holding on to those, but I did put a sell order to sell 12 contracts of my 1,250 shares that I own for a strike price of $9 a contract. And what that means is, if those contracts sell for $9 a piece, all 12 of them, that's just, that's like $108 or so that I will get paid as a premium for a buyer to get the option to buy those contracts. And that's with a $12 strike. So if it goes to $12 by the end of the day, and that customer bought those contracts for $9 a piece, he gets to buy all my Ford shares at $12 a piece. Which that happens, it's a win-win for me. It's what I call a win-win. But if it does not reach the $12, I was literally just paid $108. But it expired worthless, his contract. So it's a win-win. That's what we playing with. We gonna keep this one short and sweet. We heading to the laundromat. I might shoot a little video in there just to, y'all see I'm in the laundromat. I don't know. I got my selfie stick with me right here. But that's where we at. Keep it moving. One benefit of being self-reliant, but in order to maintain the self-reliancy, even though I'm in the laundromat washing my clothes, you better believe I'm still working. So I have the schedule out as always, checking the boxes. That's what you gotta do to maintain that self-reliancy. You gotta keep making and creating opportunities, and that's what I do. And I don't own a washer and dryer for a reason. That's because I'm worried about it malfunctioning and leaking behind the washer and rotting my floor. I don't like appliances. Y'all probably don't know, I have a dishwasher that came with the house. I've never even turned it on. It just sits there and blinks at me. I don't use it. I'd actually just assume it'd be removed. Keep moving. One benefit of washing my clothes, there is always a Dollar Tree next door. Which is always fun to walk in. But unfortunately, you realize that the Dollar Tree before, everything used to be $1. But now we have $3 pricings, $5 pricings. The Dollar Tree ain't like it used to be. But it's still fun. Definitely messy. That's what we're doing. Alright, laundry is done. And let me see, all I've had today to eat has been 3 eggs. I'm going to have me a cheat meal. And I'm feeling like running to the border. So I am heading to Taco Bell. I've been craving some Taco Bell. So that is what I shall have, as I am running towards the border. Keep it groovy. If you don't have a fork, you use that. It works perfect. Mexican pizzas are my favorite. Absolutely my favorite. And the reason this is such a special treat is I remain in a calorie deficit now for 2 months, so anything fast food related, junk food related, potato chip related, I don't allow for myself to indulge very often. So for me to be able to allow for me to have Taco Bell, Mexican pizza, 2 Taco Supremes is definitely a treat. Now I didn't get a soda. I got a low-calorie Gatorade as my refreshment. But needless to say, this is a treat. And I'm so excited. Check out this backdrop. Kick ass. Self-reliance. Keep it moving. Since I don't have anything pressing, I decided to go ahead and do a little grocery shopping. Tonight I'll be finishing off the list of the protein at the house, which is a large baked chicken breast and salad. So I went ahead and bought the meals for the next 3 nights dinner. See what we have. We've got 2 large steaks, which will probably be eaten Saturday and Sunday. I may go out to eat one of those nights, not sure. Then we also got some a bag of raw shrimp. Of course, we will cook those. Of course, we got some more cans of tuna, more sardines, salad, peanuts for a snack. You see, there ain't no junk food in my buggy. This isn't hard for me to do. I do this. This is the way I eat. Maintaining the goal of staying in that calorie deficit and counting every nutrition that goes in my body, including the Taco Bell. It's accounted for. I don't let that slide. The Whip Here Food Line. That's all that y'all know. Self-reliancy at its best. Grocery shopping is finished. I did manage to make $150 today profit on a swing trade, American Airlines. It's about 1 o'clock. I think I'm just going to take me a nap. There ain't nothing super pressing in the immediate next hour or so. So I think the Taco Bell made me a little sleepy. And that's what you can do when you're self-reliant. Remember, folks, I don't wish this life upon anybody. It's a lonely road, but the self-reliant, being able to move and groove at your own pace. This is what I've signed up for. This is what I have positioned myself. And that's what it is. I'm going to take a nap. Man. Come on. Come get the banana. Goats ain't being very social. Fine. Be that way.
Not because you're saying more, but because you're saying less with intention. In the end, the shift is simple, but not easy. You stop trying to control how others interpret you, and you start controlling how you respond to being interpreted. You let go of the need to be fully understood by everyone, and you focus on being clear within yourself. And once that becomes your foundation, misunderstanding loses its power to disturb you. There's a different way to move through moments that usually pull you in. It doesn't look dramatic. It doesn't feel loud. In fact, at first, it almost feels unnatural. Someone tries to provoke you, maybe with a comment, maybe with a tone, maybe with something subtle enough that only you catch it. And instead of reacting the way you normally would, you pause. You don't respond. You don't correct them. You don't show anything on your face that confirms they reached you. You simply let the moment pass without feeding it. That silence in that exact moment changes the entire dynamic. That absence creates something most people aren't comfortable with: uncertainty. When there's no reaction, no emotional signal, no clear feedback, the other person is left with their own interpretation. They start questioning what just happened. Did it land? Did it matter? Was it ignored on purpose? That lack of clarity becomes a space their mind tries to fill, and the more they think about it, the more their attention turns inward, away from you and toward their own assumptions. There's a kind of psychological pressure that silence creates, not through force but through absence. People are used to feedback. They rely on it to navigate interactions. A reaction tells them where they stand, whether they crossed a line, whether they succeeded in getting a response. Without that feedback, they lose their reference point, and in that uncertainty, their confidence in the interaction starts to weaken. They're no longer in control of how the moment unfolds. What makes this even more effective?
Going to a luau! Keep moving!